Alright, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Alright, we're just getting things set up here. Make sure I'm sending the links out to different social networks so as many people as possible can watch this being played. So we'll be starting here in just a little bit. Alright, let's get going here. And for everyone watching, if you're on YouTube right now, you can chat in the comments there. So you can follow along as I play. So let's go ahead and start the last part of the game, which is called the robot.
It's time to unveil this surefire, first prize winning creation to the world. Let us move forward.
Eugene! Oh, I'm so glad I found you guys.
Well, at least she sounds
Something
normal
wrong,
now.
Miss Kendall?
Not as
You
high
can
pitched
say
as
that
she was
again.
earlier in the
Somebody
game.
flooded the basement and all of my Sunday dishes and spoons are floating around down there.
No doubt more of Doug Harding's tomfoolery.
Doug, huh? I might have known. See, he also released a bunch of electric eels in the water.
Electric eels?
We had him down there for some experiment.
Ah.
I need those spoons and dishes, you guys. Do you think Bot could help me out?
Bot?
Yeah, he'd need to go downstairs, gather my stuff, turn off the water, and drain the basement. Can he do it?
Well, of course he can, but, well,
Or
I
you
shall
could just
leave
put
it
on
up to you.
galoshes.
Should we help Miss Kendall or not?
Well, I guess we better, huh?
I can't believe it. All right, if you're going to do this, then
You know
we
why
need
it's
to
so
make
hard to
Bot
believe,
watertight.
Eugene? Alright, this is probably the hardest game or mini game in this game. You gotta watch out for the eels. You got your energy level on the bottom right there. If you hit it, then your energy will go down. You also got a timer in the top right. You got a limited time amount to do it. I don't know why. But you gotta collect all this stuff. Whoop. Don't want that to happen. But if you hit one of the eels, you'll lose some of the items that you collected. Actually, just one, but as hard as this thing is, you really don't want to lose anything. Also, you want to stay out of the whirlpools because they're really near impossible to get out if you get to the center of them. And thankfully, that I wasn't talking about the eel there, but we need to pick these up, okay? And you can't turn off the water yet until you collect everything. So let's see if we can get this. My Windows XP computer, I'm playing this on Windows 10 right now. Whoops. It would freeze up while I was playing this, but thankfully it hasn't happened. All right, there we go.
Thank you guys for helping me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you at the fair.
Bot seems to be functioning well, so I suggest we follow Miss Kendall's admonition and continue.
Eugene! Oh, Eugene!
Jessie, what is it? What's wrong?
I brought my cat, Squeaky, to the science fair, but Doug Harding set off a firecracker. It spooked Squeaky. He got away from me and ran into the atrium.
And yes, that is
I
Aria
ran after
Curzon
him.
who plays
Before I could
Mandy.
catch him, he shinnied up the tallest tree in there, and now I can't get to him.
This is not good.
I know. I heard all about your robot. Would you please take him to the atrium and use him to get Squeaky?
Time is
Could just
getting
get a
away
ladder.
from us. We really should be getting to the fair.
Oh, please,
Or call the fire
please.
It's your
department.
choice. What do you want to do?
Alright, let's go get Squeaky. And by doing that, that means we go to the little
There you
theater to do
are.
a quiz.
Come on down.
So you don't actually
Greetings.
try to get the cat
Welcome
out of
to
the
another
tree.
round of Wise Guys. As you know, the object is
Basically,
to
you
answer
just
several
gotta
trivia questions within a
Do the
certain
trivia
time
game
limit.
until they get
Who
the
said-
cat out of the tree.
Never stay up on the barren heights of cleverness, but come down into the green valleys of silliness. Was it 1. Ludwig Beethoven, 2. Ludwig Wittgenstein, 3. Ludwig Wiglund?
Okay, that's pretty hard. I've never heard that before. I don't think it was Beethoven. I don't think I've heard of any of those, but I guess I'll go with Beethoven. Nope.
2. Ludwig Wittgenstein.
You're way off.
Who said charity begins at home and justice begins next door? Was it 1. The guy who created Scrooge, 2. The guy who created Aslan, 3. The girl who created Barney?
Probably Charles Dickens.
Excellent.
All right.
Charles Dickens, who created Ebenezer Scrooge, often used his stories to talk about charity and to try to bring about social change.
You are a marabou. Where do you live? 1. In a Brazilian rainforest.
Okay, he's wrong right
2.
there. I'm not a Malibu.
In the
or
Australian
Marabou.
outback. 3. On a lake in Africa. 4. Off the coast of Maine. 5. In the Canadian Yukon.
I could just Google this while I'm playing, but for the sake of the game, I'm just gonna go ahead and choose. Oh boy. So probably a rainforest. Oops.
3. On a lake in Africa.
I can't believe you said that.
It's time for Name That Face. As soon as you recognize this
I'm
Adventures
pretty sure
in
that's
Odyssey
Dylan.
character, type in the name. Here we go.
Let's see. Yep, that's Dylan.
That's right, it's Dylan. You're in the principal's office and he gets called away. On his desk is a file with your best friend's name on it. Do you 1. Sit quietly and burn with curiosity until the principal returns? 2. Read the file and take notes? 3. Look for your own file. Who cares about your friend?
Sad to say, if Connie was in the situation, she'd probably read the file and take the notes. But, the right thing to do is just sit quietly.
Wise, very wise. Snooping is a good way to get into trouble. It's best to mind your own business.
I can't mind my own business. I'm a private detective.
Somehow the hand is blue on this one. Wow, that's real humane,
It's
isn't
Match
it?
Mania. The subject this time is state nicknames. You'll see the name of different states on the left and the nicknames of states on the right. Click on one of each to make your matches. Here we go.
Okay.
Arizona. The Grand Canyon State.
Let's see. I think Palmetto is Georgia. For some reason, I always think of
Palmetto
Florida as
State.
that.
Georgia.
Oops. Okay. Oh yeah.
Palmetto
South Carolina.
State. South Carolina.
Let's see. North Star State. That's probably
North
Minnesota.
Star State. Minnesota.
It's in the north. Okay. Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Probably land of opportunity.
Land of Opportunity.
I guess that makes Georgia
Empire
State
of the South. Georgia. Where would you find a barbell? 1. In a bar. 2. In a gym. 3. On a tree. 4. In a bell tower. 5. On a fish.
I got this one wrong when I first got this question because you think a barbell would be like for a gym, but it's actually on a fish.
Very good. Barbells are the small feelers on the lower jaw of a
spelled differently.
catfish.
I've never seen a catfish.
I have. They use their paws. Get it? Catfish with their paws?
In the Old Testament, Joseph's youngest brother was named 1. Rube. 2. Steve. 3. Simon. 4. Benny. 5. Danny.
Yeah, it sounds like VeggieTales, like Rack and Benny. Joseph's younger brother would be Benjamin or Benny.
Good. Joseph's 11th and youngest brother was indeed named Benny, which of course is short for Benjamin.
Really? I thought it was short for Rupert.
Someone has been stealing stuff from lockers at school, including your new video game. Several kids, including you, have decided to band together to find the thief. And you actually find a kid carrying all the stolen objects, including your game, which is now broken. He says he didn't do it, but the gang doesn't believe him and decides to punish him themselves right there.
That
Do
sounds
you?
kind of familiar.
1. Help them, because the school and the authorities probably won't do anything to the kid anyway. 2. Demand that they take the kid back to the school and let the authorities deal with it. 3. Not help them, but not participate in the punishment either.
This sounds a lot like two different episodes. Sounds like The Bad Hair Day, where all that stuff came missing, and the Bones of Wrath, and I think, was it Henry? Yeah, I think Henry it was, and they found Charles, and they thought he did it. But recently, it sounds a lot like The Key Suspect, the lockers being opened and then stuff stolen. Anyway, that's a AIO tangent there, which I guess I'm allowed to do since it's an Odyssey game. Alright, let's see.
You've chosen wisely. Just because the kid has all the stolen items doesn't mean he is actually guilty. It's best to take him back to the authorities and let them handle it.
And if the authorities don't do anything, then you punish them.
I don't think so.
If the Apostle Matthew were working today, his employer would be 1. Pete's Fishing Service, 2. The IRS, 3. The Army, 4. The Jerusalem Unified School District, 5. Microsoft.
Well, I could make some comments, but I won't. But yeah, the IRS, which, you know, pretty much tax people or people that take your taxes aren't as well liked as they are in the Bible, but I guess they're a little bit more liked now, but not by much.
Indeed, Matthew was a tax collector by trade before his life changed when he met Jesus. Excellent score. You've done it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Squeaky thanks you too. Right, Squeaky?
Now let us continue to the fair.
I
Bye.
hear you, Squeaky.
Eugene,
Not again. At 2, Mr. Whitaker?
what?
Nothing. How may we help you?
Something has to be done about Doug Harding.
Indeed, he's been causing a ruckus all around Wits End.
So I've heard. In fact, he's creating more havoc right now. He's out on the roof. Do you think we can use Bot to get him down?
Yep.
Bot's extender arm can do it.
Of course. The extender arm.
Oh, he has an
Doug,
extender arm?
you better come down right now.
No way!
Use Bot's extender arm.
That's really evil looking, isn't it?
Ah, bullseye. Fastest water balloons in the West. Take that, you guys.
Doug,
Seriously, he was waterproof when we went to the basement. What happened?
what's going on?
The water has short-circuited his system. He's going berserk.
Haha, that was great.
We must go after him. In his present state, there's no telling what kind of damage he'll cause.
We'll use the Strataflyer. You stay here,
Of
Eugene,
course.
and try to get Doug off the roof. You, come with me.
Yes, sir. And this is the third time you get to find the Strataflyer, but this is also the hardest one. There's only
There's one.
you need to get.
Whoops.
It's dry.
And I believe that's Phil Lawler that's playing Bot.
There's one.
It's dry.
Whoops.
And this is the most difficult one, but once you get him, you don't have to worry about catching any other.
There's
robots or
one.
anything. The only one, actually.
There's one.
Does not compute.
Whoops.
Alright.
There's one. Whoops.
And also, instead of just going left to right, it goes back and forth. Eugene should have made him so smart.
There's one.
It's dry.
Whoops. There's one.
It's dry.
Whoops. There's one.
Does not compute. Does not compute.
Whoops.
That didn't work.
There's one.
Does not compute. It's dry.
Whoops.
Of all the things we've caught in the Strataflyer in this game, this probably makes the most sense.
There's
More
one.
than actual kids
Got
and
him.
dogs.
Good
All
job.
right, finally.
Let's get back to Wits End. Oh no, what happened?
Doug slipped off the roof.
Indeed, he landed with quite a percussive thud, damaging his upper pedal extremity.
He means Doug sprained his ankle.
It hurts, it hurts.
Well, that's what happens when you climb on a roof when you're not supposed to.
Well, maybe so, but he needs to go to the doctor. Unfortunately, the Strataflyer is out of fuel, and my car isn't working.
We have
Dead
plenty
battery.
of fuel.
And I believe the only battery at Wit's End big enough to replace it is Bot's.
But the judging for the science fair is just about to commence.
Yeah, and if Bot has no battery, he can't function.
Which means we can't win the contest.
But if Doug doesn't get to the doctor, he could be in bad shape.
Oh, yeah, really bad.
I know Doug has been responsible for trying to wreck Bot all along. But, well, I'll leave it up to you. What do you want to do?
You could call the ambulance, but we're
Good.
welcome.
We'll need Bot's battery. Thank you. Connie, Eugene, pick up Doug and follow me. I just wanted to thank you again for the battery. I know that was a hard thing for you to do, losing the contest and all, but you definitely did the right thing. And that makes you a winner every time. Don't believe me? Well, check this out.
Surprise!
I couldn't allow such a great sacrifice to go unrewarded. I told the judges at the fair what happened, and everyone agreed that you should win the secret first prize. And that prize is the key to the Wonder World Treehouse, where you can play all of the games as much as you like.
Congratulations!
Wow, they're good
Well,
ventriloquist. Their
come
mouths
on.
didn't even move. Well, that's the end of the story part of it. And once you've played through all of those, you can go to this part in the game center, and you can play all of these right here, and the different versions of it, and play the games again. Probably my favorite's probably the Soda Shop Bop, where you can get to surf stuff at Wit's End. And I think that it actually used to be on the Wit's End website for a long time. But anyway, that's the other part of the game. You can play those over and over. And let's check out the credits here. Yeah, writer Phil Lawler. It goes by pretty fast. And you probably recognize a lot of the actors, not just with Connie Eugene, but of course Ari Curzon, Carter's Blake Ewing, which was Nathaniel, and Doug Harding was played by Adam Wiley, who later played, mine's drawing a blank, Ryan Cummings from Kidsborough, and also Mike Fowler on the Last Chance Detectives radio drama series. Anyway, that's the end of the game. And it's a pretty fun game. It's, it's designed more for kids and more in line with the kind of sensibilities that the animated videos had. Kind of childish and somewhat unbelievable in some cases, but it's still a pretty fun game. And if you enjoy Odyssey, I think you'll probably enjoy this. And if you can find it somewhere, I recommend you pick it up. It's real fun, and I've tried this game on a Windows XP computer. I've tried it on a Windows 8 and a Windows 10. And they work great on all of them. It may vary from different ones, but I've had to do any adjusting to get it to work. It just works. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for coming along on this, and I also have a non-commentary video of the third part of the game if you want to watch that being played through without me talking, if you enjoy that kind of thing, which I think I probably enjoy that more. But you can see that on our YouTube channel. I'll have a link in the description of this video, and you can see the previous parts of the game as well. And hopefully at some time in the future I'll be playing the next Odyssey game and maybe live streaming it too, so be on the lookout for that. And that's it.